So while this is fresh on my mind, I was thinking about how we have this online world and this offline world, and where did it originate? Where did this come from? This cyber world where people engage in thoughts and activities and communicate, and then meet offline to have physical interaction. I'll just say, where did this come from? Where is this headed? Okay. In 2023, people are young people are socially awkward. I would even say, honestly, it's not even young people being socially awkward. Even even older people, I'm noticing, are also socially awkward in a sense where they're used to communicating through their phone. Okay. Uh, I think that the modern cell phone, people are looking for robots and stuff like that. I think the modern cell phone is actually the Terminator, more closely to the Terminator than some cyborg robot that goes rogue or something like that. I think that what we have already is, in our pockets, that we carry in our hands. We think it's so precious to have this, like almost like the Lord of the Rings. My precious cell phone. Has your entire life in this cell phone. If you go without it, you'll probably start shaking like a crackhead. So this all started, from, I'll say, for me, mid 90s. But basically, it didn't even really start there because the interactions was just basically a phone call. The the online world through a cell phone, like, started, I would say it officially started in at least for me, I'll say for myself, about, I want to say, 2007. 2007. Interacting online started, like, for me, like I say, like about late 90s. Late 90s, definitely interacting online, communicating with women online, uh, conducting business online. That's about, I would say, definitely late 90s. Who created all of this? And in this online world, whose world is this? It's like Nas, whose world is this? The world is mine. Like, nerds created this world, this cyber world. Okay. The guys with the big bifocals, the guys that wear glasses, short, skinny, you know, into video games more than probably even relationships and stuff like that. Those guys are the ones that are the brains of the operation of the internet. Those are the ones that created. A lot of people don't even know where the internet actually was created. I'm from Illinois. I actually went to school in a junior college down the street from where the internet was started. The internet was started in basically University of Illinois. It was called the intranet. It was literally called the intranet, and the intranet was something that was designed back in the 60s because the United States was at Cold War with Russia, I don't want to scare people away. Of what are we at with Russia right now? Really, right? They were at Cold War with Russia, and they needed a way to make point of contact without any electronics, like any cords, any wire transmission, to launch missiles right away. And that's what the internet was invented for. Most of the inventions are started by the military, and then they go to the civilian. They make their way to the civilian world. Not all things. Some things will never make it to the civilian world, or don't make it to the civilian world. But that's a whole nother story. But the thing is the internet literally started at the University of Illinois. The intranet, you could look it up. And one of the things about the intranet was just kind of unique is that I'm looking at this from a vantage point of kind of social engineering, interrelationships with men and women. Basically, you can actually contact, kind of like you could tap into the database of the intranet of the University of Illinois, and you could find out people's numbers and stuff like that to contact them. If you saw a chick and you knew her name, at a party, you could like go on that database and look up like what their phone number was or whatever. But anyway, like, yeah, that's where the internet was started. Like, it's other things that was components of the internet. I mean, you know, that's definitely a conversation that can be had. But yet, the thing is that all you need to know is brainiacs, nerds, they created this world that we call the internet, this smartphone world, these apps, and you really, I really like, man, I mean, I thought about this, like, I'm thinking, like, where did this all start, where people are into phones, and the phone is just their world, and their facade that they have in the real world is totally different than their online world. Their online world is different than their offline world. All of these different, ways that people have as far as their behavior, all of this stuff, like, even, I always think, because obviously this thing with, dating and mating in America is an issue. A lot of people talk about it. People talk about it every day, right? You could even say, damn, I talk about it. Okay. Well, I talk about it from a perspective of like the origin story, where we are now, what, how did this become, ways around it, and all that type of stuff. But that's the same thing everybody else is talking about. Well, some people, they talk about it different. They have their ways of talking about it or whatever. Sex sales, that's pretty much the number one topic people can actually talk about to make money. Relationships is sex talk, basically, at the end of the day. And sex sells, okay? And I get it, and I know it. And I know, I know why that is and everything. But the thing is that this is very, very interesting to me. It's not just because I'm trying to sell sex or relationships or whatever. It's just very, very interesting to me, because I'm I'm kind of in that world of, nerds, working in IT. Um, when I wear my glasses, people look at me like, oh, just another nerd, and it's like, I fit into that world. That world, I've been in it for so long. It's like, um, one can say, oh, yeah, you're a nerd. But then somebody else will be like, No, you definitely not a nerd, you know. So I don't really know where I fit in with that. I definitely would say with glasses on, I probably look like a nerd. I would have to say, like most people that wear glasses. But the thing is that this world, I look at it from the vantage point of how people are stuck in it. Cause you got a lot of both women and men that are stuck in this cyber world. They're stuck in this smartphone revolution. Because first it was the internet revolution. Um, and then after the internet revolution became the smartphone revolution. Now here's the thing, right? And this is where this is going. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of talk about this is that from my vantage point, where this is going is I think it's going to be like, I mean, definitely, the Mark Zuckerberg, you know, the virtual reality, the meta world, and all of that. Yeah, it definitely took off. It's a slow adoption, but there's going to be like a third wave, and you already probably know where I'm going with this. Is that there's going to be a virtual world, and you're gonna have to put on the goggles, right? The 3D goggles or the virtual reality goggles, right? And that's gonna be the third wave. That's already coming. That's already here. And what's gonna happen, I believe, is however it is set up, whether you have to have a subscription, uh, whether whatever the case may be, right? Instead of going to the nightclub, you basically put on your virtual reality goggles, and then you go out and you go into this virtual reality in your home or wherever the hell you are, and you going on a date with whoever you want to go on a date with through these virtual goggles, and you go and actually talk. You can say whatever you want to say. I mean, obviously, the person can probably hang up their goggles and do certain things to kind of like give you the finger or whatever or it could go to a point where she likes you, and then of course y'all can get each other's information, or you could take it a step further because you're in a virtual world. Y'all can go to the meta world, inside the meta world, and y'all can just actually engage right away to virtual casual sex, um virtual kissing, caressing one another, because they're gonna be this all of this stuff is already in the works. They're already doing this. This is here. This is the third wave of the internet revolution. Secondly, first it was the internet revolution. Second is the smartphone revolution with the Androids, iPhones. They used to have they still have Windows phones out there, And then now the third wave is virtual reality. Okay, putting on virtual sunglasses or goggles of some sort, and then actually um whatever you want to do as far as relationships, the apps will be okay. Just imagine, right? And I might be giving this shit away, but it's already coming. I'm telling you, this shit is already gonna be here. You think that people gonna be weird? Like now, people are acting weird. It's only gonna get weirder. This might sound crazy, but just this shit is gonna get even weirder because people talk about. You think people talk about the sex robot type talk and all of that type of stuff. Well, you won't even need a sex robot. All you have to do is put on your glasses, and then just think about everything that's going on now. You think about OnlyFans. You thinking about all of the different porn and sites and all of that. And the thing is now imagine you putting on virtual glasses, goggles. The men, you thought the men that simp and are spending their money on OnlyFans to just watch pictures and videos. Now they're going to be able to actually reach out and touch. Now I'm showing you how much. Now you seeing how much in as far as my brain power exists. Like, I mean, you probably blown away at this point. Like, yeah, this shit is coming. It's already here. I'm telling you, this shit is here. You're gonna, instead of fucking like looking at pictures and videos, you're gonna be able to pay that subscription. That it's gonna be, it's gonna be more than whatever it is right now, because you can do more. It's what you can, it'll be like whatever, $30 a month for OnlyFans. It'll be 300 now. It'll be, just imagine this, and then imagine imagine this, right? The women will be making $300 a month, right? Because instead of worrying about just pictures and videos, and then you watching somebody else with the chick, right? You're gonna be with it. You're gonna be able to touch her if she is into that. You're gonna be able to possibly even have virtual sex with her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you can. She's gonna, of course, charge you probably extra. I mean, it's gonna be like a virtual strip club. They're gonna have strip clubs probably even going to this. I mean, it's just, I'm telling you, okay? I am fucking telling you, it's a reason why I would even say metaverse. The stock is 300 now. It was 200 for a while, and then now it's going into the threes. It possibly might go higher. I don't know, but it just seems like it's gonna go higher. It's beyond out of reach for me. For most people, the metaverse, okay, Facebook is way out of reach financially for most people. Okay, it's breaking away. Okay, but that's why these Oculus, these that Oculus brand, he bought that. Okay, he's seeing, he's shaping, and other people that in this virtual reality space are shaping what's going to be coming into the future. This is already pretty much going to be here. It's already work. They're already working on this. I'm already hearing, like, even, I'm gonna be honest, like, I I mean, people that I know, what I'm saying, they have these glasses and I put them on and you could play virtual games and stuff like that. This is already on some Black Mirror type stuff where I'm telling you, you're going to be able to do so many things that you will not even know how weird it's going to be. It's going to be where you think people don't leave the house now. People are weird. People are absolutely going to get weirder. They're going to be, again, like, imagine OnlyFans, but you can actually engage in physical activity with the OnlyFans models. You can, actually get to, like, they're right in front of you and all of that. They can feel your sensations. All of this is right here. I'm telling you. This shit it is coming to fruition right now as we speak. They already have stuff like this where you can touch the sensations, you can feel the sensation. And just imagine, that's just OnlyFans. Okay, Tinder is making a lot of money, Bumble is making a lot of money. They are on the stock market, right? They not really that expensive as far as I know. I haven't looked at Bumble in a while. But the thing is that you don't have to worry about going on a date. You can actually engage in a virtual date. You put on the virtual reality glasses, you pay that fee or whatever the hell the fee is and all of that. You can go on a virtual date now. Okay, just imagine that. The virtual dates. I mean, of course you can FaceTime now, video on video, right? That's virtual, in a way, like it's 3D. You can see her, she can see you. But I think virtual reality is like 6D. It's like 8D or something like that. It goes beyond just video. You can actually, engage interpersonally, like almost like they're right in front of your face. You're inside this world and you guys are talking. You can actually touch one another and all of that. This is where this is going. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is my nerd brain, telling you what's coming down the road, down the pike. You think this whole y'all socially awkward shit is fucking awkward now. And people are, you think people are losers and lames now. Oh my God, wait till you only have to, you can have a virtual girlfriend. Okay. These, these guys, they're blow up dolls. They won't even need them anymore unless they're, connected to the virtual world. I mean, this shit is going to be absolutely bonkers. I believe pretty much the elite is on board with this because they're gonna make money off of this, and then they have other agendas and stuff like that, and I already know where it's going. I already know why that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna even go in on that, but the thing is they already on board. They the ones gonna be selling the fucking tech. They gonna be the ones selling the shit, and they gonna make more money off of it. And you think people are socially awkward now? Wait till they goddamn it ain't gotta leave the house for months. People are not going to even want to go to work. You can be like, "Where's Johnny at? I ain't seen Johnny in months." Johnny is paying all his inheritance away, millions of dollars blowing his inheritance with his virtual harem of girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like he's blowing his virtual his inheritance that he got from his grandma and grandpa to have his virtual world uninterrupted. His house looks a mess, hasn't been cleaned for months. All he do is order out, he just, what I'm saying, he don't even want to get off his goggles. Like he gotta eat while he's on his virtual world glasses. Like, I mean, this shit is already gonna be, it's already here. It's gonna get even more high tech. Um, I mean, I tried to warn. I kind of not so much warned you, but I told you, like, this shit. You really think this shit, like, people pretend on here already. I'm telling you, this shit ain't gonna do nothing but get worse. Like, you could turn on your computer and be whoever you want to be. Turn your smartphone on and be whoever you want to be. In a virtual world, you could create your own avatar. You could be a fucking fish, a goddamn a giraffe if you want to be a alien. I mean, it does like you think people are awkward now and they lie and they cap and be disingenuous. I mean, in the virtual world, you know, you just imagine young people talking about I fucked you, and they only had sex in the virtual world. They gonna be walking around talking about I slept with your mama or some shit. Like, and they did it just was the virtual world. It was in a virtual reality OnlyFans. I mean, or stripper club. Like, whatever you have out in the world, they're gonna put it in the virtual world. You know what I'm saying? Where you can actually interact in like 6D through virtual goggles. You know what I'm saying? This is here. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is actually already here. This is not something I'm actually talking about. They already have things. They have games because, yeah, people want to play games. That's the first thing that people are going to go to. But it's going to get past that to the point where, first it starts off with fun and games. Then people are cheating on a virtual fucking nightclub, bathroom, the neighbor down the street or whatever, or somebody, a random person you don't even know, because the wife is miserable and she wants some attention, but she don't want to really cheat. Then she gonna meet somebody, in fucking Australia in a goddamn virtual bar in a bathroom. And she's gonna, in her mind, she's cheated. She's really kind of cheated, but she's cheated in the virtual world. She dropped it like it's hot and got wet in the virtual world. And then they, there is full interaction. So they're gonna exchange numbers, and she gonna hop on a plane and make it happen in real life because she's addicted to the person. I mean, all of this shit is gonna be, man. You just gotta understand it's coming. It's literally coming, man. It is coming. It is here. All of this crazy ass shit is gonna be fucking your reality. You're gonna have to deal with a chick that has a virtual reality addiction. She has a reality where she doesn't just cosplay on Instagram anymore. That's the second wave. She's cosplaying through virtual reality in a fucking 6D world where she can just do whatever she want to with her cosplay. She can walk around in her cosplay outfit like Sailor Moon. And then she can go into a whole room with a whole bunch of other people that's dressed up like what? Sailor Moon. This is what it's gonna be here, man. This is reality, virtual reality that's coming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, make of it as what you want. You can try to, invest in this shit. It's already, I'm telling you, it's coming. By the time Generation X start getting real old, like 50s, 60s, they already, well, the oldest Gen Xer is approaching 60. I'll say by the time Gen X get about 60 to 70. No, I'll say between 50 and 70. This shit gonna already be like this. It's gonna be a virtual world. Most people probably be driving electric cars. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be the young people will be trying to be in a virtual world. The older people try to be in the virtual world, trying to compete. It's gonna be crazy. It's going. If you think shit crazy right now, this shit is going to be fucking absolutely bonkers. If it's already, to be honest, bonkers. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, man. Most older people are like just really just their mind is blown about what's going on right now, and even the things that you have that is available. Again, this is 2023. I'm still blown the fuck away about a goddamn electric SUV Mustang. The fuck out of here, man. Now, of course, it's not the flying Mustang that they was talking about in the car show in the 90s, but it's shit. A fucking electric SUV Mustang? The fuck? And that's like 2 years old by now. I mean, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? All of this technology that's out here now, this shit is crazy, man. It's absolutely bonkers. It's so much stuff, man. And it's like, you know, imagine now, you in a virtual mansion party, you know what I'm saying? And and you seeing all kind of crazy ass shit, just like you would see in a real mansion party, probably, you know, where you're around a whole bunch of millionaires and shit. Like, I mean, it's just that world is coming, man, virtually, and it's gonna be a very expensive world. That's why this internet is so high speed. Pretty much preparing for this world, man. I'm just trying to let y'all know, to get y'all on the cusp of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you think people are crazy and socially awkward now and narcissistic now and all these other words or whatever of people describe behavior. Wait till you see that virtual world where people, you know what I'm saying, they actually engaging with celebrities. They don't even have to go to a concert. They could go actually have interaction with, you think seeing Beyonce live on tour was amazing, right? Wait till you go to Beyonce's virtual tour. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just all kind of stuff, man. It's just, oh man, it's gonna be absolutely insane. But yeah, the downside of that is more people will be, you don't have time. If you're in the virtual world, you don't have time, just like people right now. Like, people are online with their children crying in the background. Their eyeballs and their body is so hooked on the dopamine of interacting with people online and and arguing with people online, that they don't even want to watch their own kids. You know what I'm saying? They kids in the background want some goddamn cereal and milk. Ain't nothing but 3 years old, 2 years old, and they mama online talking about go get it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, wait till you in a virtual world where you just you are inside the internet now. Basically, you're inside the internet, so you don't have any, you're not physically cleaning your house, you're not physically taking care of your kids. You're outside of the physical realm, in the virtual reality realm, doing exactly what people are doing now with the internet and video games and all that stuff. Just basically just being a slouch, a couch bum, all of that, stuff that people do, house junkie, dirty. You saw the video of the chick that was a what is a freaking mine sweeper or Minecraft gamer, Twitch streamer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Where she had to get a cleaning company to come out help her finally, because it was like she was just embarrassing herself online. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, man. And the only way, and even now, like really now, the only way to beat this world now, to beat this second wave revolution, because everybody is addicted to their smartphone. They want to be on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter all day, and YouTube, and you know what I'm saying, all of these other portals, these apps. You know what I'm saying? And that's the second wave. That's the second wave. People are mostly still stuck in about 98% of people are still in the second wave. You know, they don't have any glasses yet or goggles. They're not really into it like that. I would say anywhere between about 95% of people are still on the second wave. They updating their IG, checking their IG, uh, interacting through IG. You know what I'm saying? Like they're on social media most of their day, or looking at social media, comparing their lives with others. You know, trying to find inspiration from others. Suspending their life, watching someone else's life. All of that is coming to the virtual world. All of that is coming there. So it's going to be even more distractions, more intuitive to take you off of your reality, because you're going to be in a virtual reality. You know, um, I mean that's what this world is coming to. This virtual world is third wave is coming. Okay. You know, again, it's here. You know, they just gotta, just like the internet started with the fax modem, you know, phone line. It took you like a whole day to download a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? Like it was extremely slow. You know, you couldn't be on the phone and actually on the internet at the same time. It took a while for it to get faster. It took a while for, you know, people to afford that speed. Same where this virtual reality is. This virtual virtual reality goggles are, and all of the tech now. It's gonna catch up. It's gonna take some time, but it's coming. And the way to beat this though is basically it's this cyber world. All of this was started, you know, with basically nerds. You know, some people say beta males, but yeah, this is, you know, basically that started all of this. And how you beat it is you do not be no couch slouch. How you dominate in this cyber world and internet world, and this smartphone revolution is you become dominant. You actually physically go to the gym, you physically work out at home, you be nutritious, you have the best diet possible, and you know what's going on. You don't get addicted to these internet contraptions and apps and shit, and phones. You know what I'm saying? You know what's going on, and you absolutely see. Here's the thing: people are already doing these having these behaviors where they're comparing their life with others, and they're suspending their life. They're not going to go. You got I'm seeing on these apps, man. I'm single, man. I'm basically single out here. I don't. I'm seeing these women. I'm seeing a lot of women that are over 35 years old that are looking for basically a boyfriend. And they already have a lot of them have somebody already. They have that dude that they've had sex before that they still interact with every now and again. They go meet up, or he comes through or she comes through. They have that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, like, they're looking for somebody else to possibly be that new guy, that new person, or somebody else to be that guy as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not like all women are waiting for a boyfriend and they're single waiting for someone. They're not doing that. And if you think they are, I feel bad for you. I feel really, really bad for you. You gonna be probably upset, going through some red pill rage or some shit, because you didn't know that most women are basically not truly monogamous. They just don't want to tell you the truth because they're either embarrassed. They don't want to come up off like they're a slut. Okay. Shout out to Alan Roger Curry. You know what I'm saying? The prudish good girl. They don't want you to know that that red lobster you just paid $40 for. They still got the DNA of they're basically their side piece or they work husband, in their body while they sitting down with you, eating eating red lobster. And that's just red lobster. Some people, they going all over the place. They going, the steak, fogo de chao, and all these other, you got, some places are expensive. It depends. Some dudes got money. Some dudes they got it. They got, um, they got whatever you don't have. They have it. They make six figures. They make upper six figures. You got some guys that make upper six figures. You got guys, man, that just got a lot of savings too, and they don't really make that much. You got guys that they have a job they make like about $70,000 a year, and they got about a credit line of about, let's say they got about a $50,000 credit line with credit cards. They got about $100,000 in their 401k because they've been working a job for some years. And then they got let's just say they got about $50,000 spread out through different accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts. And yeah, they got a good cash flow. Okay. A date is nothing to them. A date, they don't look at it as no big deal. They don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not no big deal to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what they do. They like going, some guys, they just don't like eating by themselves. That literally, I've heard that before. I've heard that from men. They don't like eating by themselves. They don't look at it as, okay, this is a big deal. I mean, like, literally, like, I mean, it just, from some guys, that's not a big deal. They absolutely, they don't look at it as a big deal. But yeah, they gonna, um, basically that world, you bypass that by, basically maximizing your value. maximizing, I'll just say, your offline, your real reality, your actual reality. Because that's the thing, people hide that. That's where these avatars are. They're hiding their reality. You know, they have a picture in a avatar, and they're talking. They're just talking, and it's like, um, they be talking about some good stuff. Some people are very, very good at talking. And so not everybody, but the thing is that outside of that reality, their reality is not really what you think it is. And you got to understand, some people are hiding that. They're hiding their reality, the actual physical reality of how they look. Okay, obviously, how they look is the first thing. That's the first thing. And I'm be honest, most people even, okay, let's just talk about reality, right? First reality is how you look. How do you actually look? What do you look like? Some people be like, oh, what are you worried about that for whatever reason? The first thing is how you actually look. Okay. Let's just say, how do you sound? Then how do you look? Okay. Right. And then third is, what is your environment like? What is your actual environment? Okay. The office or your meeting room, the whatever room you are in, it's your own video if you got like a podcast. And then some people, this was what, like cats like Omi and the Hellcat, and a lot of other, like, people that are like what's they call influencers or whatever. Um, they show they show their actual life. They show the cars they have or whatever outside of their house, their actual house, inside the house, walk around, most people that I find that most people that do that, some people, they just have just one room or whatever, or a kitchen. But most people that I notice that do that, the actual full house, walking around and stuff, like all over the house, is people that they are living, I'll just say, kind of a deluxe lifestyle. Like they're, or even, I don't even want to say lux. It's not necessarily lux. It's not like these people are in mansions, um, rare mansions, or custom mansions or anything like that. They just live a kind of like a deluxe type of lifestyle. It's not lux. I'll just say it's deluxe. And that's like, I guess we'll say a step, like a step forward. Most people don't, if they're talking, they're not showing you. They're not like, on some number four stuff where they're showing you their entire house and all of that type of stuff. Most people are really, really private, and they're not talking about, not showing you inside the house and stuff like that. And it's like, the thing is that regardless of all of that, how you win in life is your reality. Whatever you're talking about, whatever you're focusing about, is that's how you win in this reality. That's how you dominate in this reality, while everybody else is faking it and wasting their time like babbling fools. You seize the moment, and you find dominance in the real world. While everybody else is inside, you know the people that are outside, you go get those people, you go talk to those people, you go engage and travel and meet those people, because they're there. and you, and while everybody else is, talking and communicating, you living your life. And don't ever forget to live your life. And you should feel good. You should feel good to live your life, you know. Um, that's basically one life to live, and uh that is how escape this cyber world and smartphone world revolution. You actually engage in reality. A lot of these women, I see that they're they're delaying a lot of life because they're comparing this thing. These nerds, man, they really fucked y'all up, man. Y'all don't think about, like, y'all. A lot of women say, I don't like this type of guy and all of that, but you're really getting the nerds. The nerds have fucked you up. You fucked your head up because you're not cognitive enough to think about, like, how the fact that you're using a technological device that you are using to like basically create some type of hive mind, to where you're pretend like you're trying to be like all the other women through a phone, through an internet connection, um through TV and stuff, of course, too. But you're following all of this for these devices that nerds created, and you're socially engineering yourself to actually um follow every other woman and what they do, for the most part. And then most of the women look like everybody else, with weaves, eyelashes, and fingernails. And it's like, okay, then also copying each other's behavior. And it's like, now you get what, older, and then what, yeah, you'll have a kid or two, but then your behavior, it conflicts with trying to sustain a relationship with men or a man, or the man that you had children with. And it's like, okay, well, you know, now what? And it's like you gotten hoodwinked by a smartphone device and the internet and um TV media, to believe a certain way to live, to a certain way to be. And by that time, it's almost damn near too late, And it's like, damn, you done got had. And it's like, wow, people still, like, to this day, they still hold on to their smartphone. They still believe in that IG world, that Facebook world, um, the Twitter world. And it's like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I be on Twitter, and then people be arguing and shit. You know what I do? Cause with Twitter, it's like, I'm new with Twitter, so I don't really, and then the engagement and stuff like that, I don't really look at it like probably other people look at it or whatever. Like, it's a big deal, because I don't be on Twitter like that. So I just you know I click off, and after about like hours, I click back on, and I see all of these different comments and shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what they're talking about. And it's like, they really engaged into this where I don't even care. Um, I mean, some of the kickbacks or whatever that I get, or whatever negative comments, I might look at it. I might respond to one or two, whatever, or might even not even respond. I'll even tell people, man, you right, you got me. Like, cause it's like, I know like what this is. Like, I don't take this serious. If it's not about money and furthering my last name, like my first name, yeah, my first name, I thought about this. My first name cares about what you think and all of that, and likes and personalities and popularity to a certain extent. But my last name don't get no fucks. My last name don't care nothing about none of that. My last name cares about what are you going to do for your family and your future. That's what my last name is autopiloted to think about. It doesn't care about what somebody liked and didn't like. It cares about, did you do what you needed to do today? Do you have what you need to have ready for tomorrow? Do you have what you need for the future? That's what my last name is autopiloted on and thinking about. It's not, my last name don't care about what people think and all of that and all. It's worried about, are you doing what it takes for your people that have your last name? That's what that fucking my last name is thinking about, and what my last name focus is. My first name, yeah, oh yeah. Abdul is very much concerned about what people are listening to and what they like and all of that other stuff. But last name, don't even really think much. It's just like, okay, we going to bed again. What time we going to bed tonight? What we eating tonight? Oh, okay. Yeah, good job on filing for that fucking trademark. Yeah, because you need that, right? You don't want nobody to steal your shit. Who cares if nobody really paid attention to that? But you're gonna be that person that's probably gonna be pretty much in a mansion by yourself with your nice mansion, and you might have a few people that you talk to anyway, right? Yeah, okay, yep, check, yeah, all right. So it's like, yeah, man, I mean, first name, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm Johnny come lately strikes again. I had a good time, a month ago, couple weeks ago, but okay, all right, you know what time it is, you know, um, it sucks, but a last name, you already winning, dude. Fuck them and the fucking horse they rode in on. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you gotta look at it. Like, cause if you out here blowing yourself up trying to do stuff for to please people and make people happy in this virtual world, or this online world, and smartphone world, you're gonna be losing. That's a losing nerd battle. If you're not like on some nerd shit where you trying to build these platforms, you trying to, you're trying to kind of engineer or manipulate these platforms to make you some money or whatever for your family, for yourself, it's a losing battle. And these women are in a daze, confused, like psyops, trying to figure this stuff out, but are stuck. Like they're like almost like zombies, like single zombies that are just stuck, single, and trying to figure out what to do, and crying and suffering in silence with a face like a narcissistic face where it's like, yeah, I got it figured out. You can't tell me nothing. And it's like, yeah, I won't tell you nothing because, yeah, you're going to argue. You're going to get pissed off at me and shit like that. But at the end of the day, I'm walking away, right? And I'm going to somebody else, and you're still going to be, Miss Know-It-All by yourself. And good luck with that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, this is what's here. It's only gonna get, more extreme from here on out. And I'm just, just opening up, kind of like where I talked about the world with no birth control or male birth control, whatever. Um, this virtual reality, man, it's definitely going to be a thing, and um, a lot of this stuff is going to be enhanced from like what's going on now. So I'm just trying to kind of give you some warnings, some insight on this that you probably never really heard before or didn't really think about.